Chad Simmons of FoxSportsScout.com here with Kirk Tucker, Tucker, Georgia. As you see by the shirt, he is property of Stanford. He is a commitment, no doubt about that, to Stanford. They're having a big year. Had one slip up at Utah. That could cost them in the national championship run. They're putting together another big season under David Shaw. Multiple big wins. You were at the UCLA game.
Yes, sir. They
beat Oregon on Thursday last week. Talk about the atmosphere, number one, when you were out there for the UCLA game. What was it like?
Actually, it was homecoming week when I went. It was a great atmosphere. All the alumni were there. Their children were there, so it was all a great experience. The band, they had like all the band alumni playing with the original band now, so that was just great. The fans, they were loud the whole day, standing up on the feet, shaking their car keys during every kickoff. It was just a great atmosphere and feeling.
Was it kind of what you expected? I know homecoming is not the everyday Saturday game, but was it what you thought it would be like?
Yeah, you know, I planned for Stanford to get a big win during that game, and they definitely did. They showcased off their great defense and offense. Me and Arrington Farrar were actually out there together, and we were just talking about how great they are, how defense is. The secondary, they kind of had minor slip-ups, but they came back in the game, got some picks, some key picks, and key turnovers in that game.
Yeah, you mentioned Arrington, another Georgia kid, Woodward High School right down the road from here, not too far. What's the secret? I mean, Stanford's coming here and gotten you.
Yeah.
They got Arrington. They've had Chase Thomas from Walton. They have James Valter. They have Henry Anderson from Woodward Academy. What's the secret they had to come all the way across into Georgia and convince you guys to go there?
Well, Stanford, they look past football sometimes. You know, they kind of like bait us in with the degree afterwards. You can't play football forever, but you can always have that degree and then make more money after that. So that kind of bait us to go over there. And some of us, we just like to travel and get out and see new places and new things. So that's what really bait us to go to Stanford.
Talk about what David Shaw's doing there. I mean, Jim Harbaugh got it rolling. They haven't dropped off at all under David Shaw.
Well, Coach Shaw, he's a Stanford man. He's a Stanford alumni there. So he knows what Stanford is and football is. He's coaching to the highest level. He's been in the NFL, and he came back and to coach at his alumni school. So he really knows what to expect for Stanford football players out there.
Talk about your game a little bit, and you know, if those Stanford fans haven't seen you yet on tape, or if they're living out here and seeing you in person, what should they know about you and your game?
Well, my game, our defense, I come off the edge a lot. So I'm a fast blitzer. I'm great in coverage. I can bait the quarterback and pick him off instantly. So if they haven't seen that yet, they should definitely look at my highlights, and then they'll definitely see it when I go out there to Stanford.
I know you're locked in 100% on Stanford, taking your official in January.
Yes, sir.
How excited are you and your family just when you start thinking about the future? I mean, number one, I know you're focused here right now winning a state title at Tucker, another one, you know, for you guys. But when you do look ahead, start really laying in your bed at night, thinking about the future at Stanford and kind of how excited, you know, are you about that?
I'm actually very excited because it actually helps me to know what I'm going to do in the future. So getting ready for Stanford and still working hard out here, it just prepares me for what I'm going to do at Stanford also.
Kirk, it's always a pleasure talking to you, man. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.